Hi everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for liking this video, sharing the video, and your subscription on YouTube. So right now, Cardano is melting faces for the short boys. Basically, you know, it is coming really down. Isn't it? Look at that. It lost that key level support which I showed you the other day, the 050, and it is coming down. So there was no W bottom pattern here. We've got this little fake out, ran into a level of resistance. I am looking at a really bullish trajectory here for Cardano, you know, and these are the things you want to see. Optimal entry points in these projects are when this is doing this, not up here. Because like I said to you, you buy big green candles, you get big red dildos, and this is a massive indicator of this, an example of this, sorry. So for me, actually, believe it or not, you're not going to believe it, but Cardano is really bullish, okay? And the reason is, on the weekly time frame, right now, you're putting in a whopping hidden bullish divergence here. You know, so this is a massive indicator. Look at this, low and lower low, and the RSI in the weekly, a low and a higher low. Potentially, if you come down and bounce off one of these key levels of support right now, you can see you're losing the 50, so you're technically on your way to the 0618, and then you can see if you start to lose that, you can have a little wick down onto the 55, which would be an amazing level of support for Cardano moving forward. And essentially, what you're doing here as well, you know, if you look, these divergences have a tendency to play out, because look, the whole way up here, he was creating higher highs like that, okay, and in the RSI you're creating lower highs, and that's where you always see that roll, okay, and it works the other way as well. When you're creating lower lows and higher lows, you get the flip reversal. So there's a massive divergence going on here for Cardano. So what it needs to do is bounce off this level of support wherever it is, you know, wherever this support is. You can come as low as you like, but you're still putting a lower low in and a higher low in the RSI, okay. So when you start to do that, that's indicative, holding a key level support and getting a bounce. Because for me, Cardano right now on the daily, I think you're putting in a whopping bull flag, and I'll show you what I mean, okay. So for me, I think you're putting in a whopping bull flag here for Cardano, with a massive hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. So it looks bad, but actually you're coming down, okay. You did escape velocity just there, okay. So you're coming down, resistance, and it's all about this trend line right now. Once you start to break this resistance, start to come up and hold on back tests of support, this is where you're going to break out with that hidden bullish divergence, and you're looking at a whopping impulsive break here for Cardano moving forward. We did escape it just there with this little fake out, okay, this little relief rally, and then it rolled back into the resistance, lost the support, sorry, and now it's turning it into resistance. So for me, you have got some beautiful little bull flag here, okay. You've got resistance just there, touch, now another touch just there. Let's get the points of contact just here as best as we can. So you always get as many points of contact as you can for Cardano, okay, in any of these projects. So you can see right now, potentially, if we do start to roll out that, have a wick down, come back into this, how close we're coming to the apex here. You know, just like we got in this apex down here as well, if you remember, we're coming down in this whopping sort of, again, falling wedge basically pattern, coming all the way back down into it, you know, and then we got close to the apex and we start to break out. And once we break that level of resistance with substance, that's where we put in a new move. And we're doing exactly the same here. You know, we come back to a key level support like this for Cardano, coming down to the apex, break out to the upside, okay. Absolute no certainties, okay. You come down, you start to lose that support, you can see you're losing that key level support, and like I said to you, putting in a huge reversal wave, lose that, and that for me is bearish, okay. You're losing that key level support, that low, so you've got all this support that you can actually come down to before you bounce, okay. But you are putting in massive hidden bullish divergence on the weekly, which is, you know, the more zoomed out you are and you see them, the more substance and power they have going forward. So, you know, something is going to break here for Cardano. I know it's horrible, it's ugly, and you are coming down, but something is going to break, and you are going to get some kind of relief rally. And when you do, you want to see this level of resistance just there, this trend line that you're starting to form. Look, resistance. Once you start to come up and break that, that could be like you breaking that resistance back there in when was it, in July, and I gave you the impulsive wave break target, which was met. So for me, you're looking really bullish, you know, for Cardano. It's ugly, it's horrible. But if we take a look on the daily now, where are we in the RSI? We're almost outside the purple zone. Look at that, and I've shown you this before. When you're in the purple zone, you start to fall out of it. Optimal entry point. Your optimal entry point is coming very soon here for Cardano. Very soon, if it's not come already. So that's basically Cardano. Just a quick little update for you today. Something I want to show you is the fear and greed index sitting at 32. So that's amazing. Fear, always buy fear. Big tick there. And equally, this is another indicator brought to my attention by a YouTuber called Crypto Love. It's a CBBI indicator, and it shows how confident we are where the cycle top is. And as you can see, we're nowhere near confidence of the cycle top, and it is pretty accurate at calling a cycle top. Just there, we got 100 in December 2017, which was cycle top. Just there, we got 100 in the previous December as well, in 2013, I believe that was. And you can see we're nowhere near that at the moment. So I've got a lot of confidence going forward that with the cycle top is not in yet, and especially for Cardano with that as well. So I do stand by my forecast for Cardano moving forward, but we're just coming back to a key level support, which again, I will remind you, if you take a look at the daily time frame, we're almost at that purple box, and each time we come down to that purple box, it offers optimal entry points. I've gone through this with you in a previous update on Cardano, that when it does roll out and hits that optimal entry point moving forward, I mean, if you could go back here, down here, and this capitulation, when was that? That was when we came out the purple box just there on the 19th of July. Around about 20th of July. If you go back there and go all in, would you? Again, not financial advice, but you're doing something very, very similar here, you know, with a whopping bullish divergence on the weekly time frame there for Cardano. So that's why I remain bullish on it until I'm not. All right, that's basically Cardano. I hope you enjoyed that quick update for you today. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye-bye.